Hey everybody, it's David Duford here at Duford Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense, Medicare, and now annuities, both face-to-face and over the phone. David Trussell is on the line. He's here to talk to us about annuities and the questions to ask prospects. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So David's been selling annuities in some form or fashion for about 17 years as of the filming of this. Knows a lot about them, sells annuities on a regular basis. The question I have for him today is, what are the top 3 questions to ask your prospects in order to uncover annuity sales opportunities?
David, I like to keep things simple in my presentations. I try not to be very confusing. I feel like the most simple I can be or straightforward I can be makes everything clear. I stick to 3 questions, and they all start with the letter W. I ask, what do you have? Why do you have it? And when's the last time you reviewed it? If I can understand what they have, for instance, maybe they have CD dollars or savings dollars, money, or maybe they have assets in money markets. Whatever it is, I can find out what they have. And I use a 3-bucket presentation that I've demonstrated in the past, which helps me understand where they have their money organized. And once I understand what they have, I can ask them, Mr. Client, why do you have your money in XYZ? Why do you have it in this mutual fund? Why do you have it in this variable annuity or whatever? And let them explain to me. I feel like the more questions that I ask, the better off I'm going to be. They will explain their situation, and sometimes they have things in certain areas because they've never been, there's been no other options for them. They didn't know. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that I run into that have money in CDs, and I ask them, why do you have your $200,000 sitting in a CD earning half a point? And they say, well, I really don't know what else is out there. I don't want to lose my money. And I said, well, how did you decide on the CD? And oftentimes they went to their bank where they've got their checking or savings account, and they just asked, what's the best rate you can give me? And that's the end of the story. And so really just by uncovering those assets, figuring out what's the situation the prospect is currently in, you get a good understanding of where they're at. And at that point in time, when you ask when's the last time you reviewed it, what I'm looking for when I say when's the last time you reviewed it, do you have another financial professional that gives you advice? And oftentimes I get a, well, no, or yes, I do, but I haven't spoken to him in years, or whatever the case may be. Gives me a good opportunity to transition into, well, Mr. Client, what I would like to do now that I have this information is go back to my office and run some proposals, get some ideas, and come back to you. And I think I can put you in a better situation. I can help you keep your money safe and get a better return if that sounds okay to you. So really just keep it simple. 3 W's, what, why, and when.
So in other words, bottom line, these questions are just designed to have the client tell you how to sell them, right? Once you know their motives, then it becomes clear. Correct me if I'm wrong. Absolutely. About what product to sell them, what their hot button issues are, what impact, if any, the financial advisor has, and how to position yourself in the sales. Pretty accurate description.
Really, when it comes down to annuities, there's not much selling involved. I've never felt like I've walked out of an appointment and felt like I've had to pressure anybody into anything. I'm really there more of a consultative situation where I'm trying to understand what they have to really find out, is what I have going to be a good fit or not? Because if it's not, I don't have any interest in trying to convince somebody to get something that they don't need or want, right? And so it's a very low pressure sale. It's more of an education situation. You're explaining things that oftentimes they've either heard bad things about, or they just don't understand what they are. And by just explaining certain things, explaining how annuities work, you'd be surprised how eye-opening it can be at times.
And guys, if you're interested in learning how to sell annuities, but you don't know where to start, you don't know how annuities work, you want to learn how they work, you want to learn how to use a lead system, and you want some coaching and mentorship, that's what we do with the Duford Insurance Group and David Trussell. So we've got the ability to take agents who are brand new to annuity sales, or already selling some kind of insurance product, but want to sell annuities, either cross-selling their book of business or using our lead system, to teach you all the steps necessary to do it successfully. If you'd like to learn more about how that works with us, it's very simple. There's links above me and below. Just click on one of those links. It'll take you to a landing page. And there's a short video. Please watch the whole thing. It's going to give you a good insight on what it's like to work with us, and certainly what we're looking for, so that you can determine if our arrangement is a good fit for your goals. So click the links below or above in order to learn more. If you got any comments, leave them below. Either myself or David will answer them. Like this video and certainly subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And of course, thank you very much, David and audience, for watching. I'll take care.
Thanks for having me.